We got guys. Welcome to this reaction stream for a welcome away win for the bees. Another away win. Somehow we're doing better away, aren't we, than we are at home? I don't know what's going on there, but that sort of form has flip flopped, isn't it? First, it was the home form was brilliant, scoring loads of goals, conceding, but getting wins. And now we're shit at home and can win away. Who knew? So, little bit, I suppose, a slightly comfortable win in the end yesterday. I mean, we could have had more. Of course, Wissa, a couple of times offside. Could have done with them a few more goals, but still, we held on and 1-0 to the B. So, I will go into the article, just talk about the game a bit there, and then I'm going to bring my guest Tony on, of course, from Early Doors Football TV. And I'll bring him on very soon, but I'll just go through this article first, guys, and then we'll do that. So I'll just get this up here and get into it. And basically, yeah, this is a report and reaction. West Ham 0, Brentford 1. An early Kevin Schade goal secures a 1-0 win. Yeah, Smooth Operator. He's done well there. Got another goal. For Brentford at London Stadium against West Ham United in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon. A dominant first half performance. We was dominant at first half, definitely. Could have done with more though, really, but still, we take this, another away win, 3 points away, incredible. First half performance from the Bees is followed by a resurgence from the hosts, yeah. In the second period, yeah, they did come back well, West Ham. But resolute display from the West Londoners secures a third consecutive away win for the first time in the Premier League. Yeah, grateful for that. Brilliant. Frank, it was a very good win. It was a very impressive first half, a really, really top level and complete control and dominance. Yep, I would say that. Definitely the first half. An early Kevin Schade goal secured a 1-0 win for Brentford against West Ham United at London Stadium as the Bees secured a third consecutive away victory for the first time in the Premier League. Goal line technology confirmed that Schade opened the scoring in the 4th minute. Yeah, it was definitely in as the West Londoners dominated the first half in East London. The hosts improved in the second period, but a resolute display from Thomas Frank's side secured a clean sheet on Saturday afternoon. Brentford made one change from the side that lost 2-0 to Tottenham 2 weeks ago at G-Tech Community Stadium in the last game, with Mark Flecken returning from injury to replace Hakon Valdemarsen in goal. And actually a clean sheet for Flecken, the rarity, but we always take that. Always brilliant once he does keep a clean sheet. And the visitors took the lead inside 4 minutes thanks to a combination of the Bees' front three when a ball over the top from Jan Wissa was flicked on by Brian Mbeumo into the path of Schade. The legs of Alphonse Areola saved the left winger's initial shot, clawing away a second attempt with the ball looping back over him and towards goal, before it appeared that the keeper had fantastically kept out a third attempt. However, the referee confirmed Schade's effort had crossed the line, which it had. We could see it was over the line. And despite a VAR delay, as they checked an offside, the away supporters could finally properly celebrate the visitors going ahead. And Mbeumo had a chance to make it 2-0 with 20 minutes on the clock after another incisive pass through the Hammers' defence played the attacker in on goal. A trademark dribble before cutting inside on his left foot followed, but Areola's feet stopped the powerful drive. It was all Brentford, and the West Londoners thought they had doubled their lead. A poor pass from Lucas Paqueta fell straight to Mbeumo, who slid in Mikael Damsgaard, who couldn't meet the pass as he slid towards goal. Wissa pounced on the loose ball and poked home from close range, but the linesman quickly raised his flag for offside. It was the Bees again who were inches away from another as after a promising-looking West Ham attack, Damsgaard picked up the ball and fed it through to Schade, who used his pace to race in on goal. He fired an effort towards the bottom left corner, but it clipped the left post and went wide. The ball was in the back of the West Ham net again, but this time VAR ruled it out 5 minutes before half-time. Some neat play from Vitaly Yana on the edge of the box saw him play a 1-2 with Christopher Ajer before the ball was clipped into Wissa, who coolly finished inside the 6-yard box. However, Ajer was in an offside position when he received the ball and played it back to his teammate. And Boma had the final chance at the half when he was played through by Keane Lewis Potter in added time, but he lashed wide from 20 yards out. Mohamed Kudus had a golden chance to level just a few minutes into the second half when one of three half-time substitutes, Evan Ferguson, drove down the right and crossed towards the centre. The Ghanaian met the ball inside the 6-yard box, but he blazed his shot well over the bar from close range. Another of the substitutes, Ollie Scaris, almost levelled a couple of minutes later when a corner was cleared to him on the edge of the box. The 19-year-old hit it first time with his effort heading straight for the top corner, but Sepp Vandenberg was on hand to get his head in the way and divert it from danger. Brilliant. After his heroic clearance, Vandenberg was worryingly taken off due to an injury soon after, having gone down in a collision with Jared Bowen. A free kick on the edge of the box looked like perfect territory for James Ward-Prowse, who's one free kick goal behind David Beckham's Premier League record. But he laid it off for Paqueta right on the edge of the box, with the Brazilian flashing his effort just wide. With Brentford in complete control of the first half, the Hammers really pushed in the second period, with Ferguson having one of the host's better chances with 10 minutes to play as he swiveled and shot inside the area. But Flecken got down and held the ball well. The Bees looked dangerous on the break, and Matthias Jensen leading the counter-attack. The Danes' reverse pass into Lewis Potter saw the winger in space out wide, but his whipped effort went straight down the throat of Areola. With time running out for Graham Potter's side, Scarlett must have had deja vu as the ball fell to him just outside the area after clearance from a corner. And unfortunately for the teenager, the result was similar to the first, as his shot flew over the crossbar and ensured the Bees secured a clean sheet and all 3 points in East London. Yeah, we certainly take it, a 1-0. Brilliant. The first half, obviously, we deserved it probably definitely for the first half. As it says there, West Ham came back into it really well in the second half, but I thought we definitely deserved that. Really did there. So, happy with it, at least to get a 1-0. Our away form's doing we're a lot better away, and we got Leicester next away as well. So, thrashed them 4-1 at the G-Tech. I mean, hopefully you'd think we'd beat them away. They are struggling, Leicester. You would hope we'd win that. Should be hopefully another 3 points there. Maybe we can get into the top 10 that way. But we'll see. I'm not going too far ahead here. There's a long way to go. And these are the lineups. But obviously I'll bring Tony on and hear his opinion on the game. And obviously go through the teams. And I'll just put his thing up there. Follow and sub to Tony on his channel at Early Doors Football TV. Please go and follow him. Great channel. Great bloke. And I'll bring him on now. And we'll go into it. Be up, Tony. How you doing, bro?
How are you doing, Steve?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, good to see you as all, mate. Well?
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. I know you're obviously a bit pissed off with this, I think, this result, but I have to go through it again. But what do you make of it?
I think if you look at it, you're unlucky not to get more. It should have been 3 because their defence was absolutely shocking. I mean, when you think you can see just less than 4 minutes into the game, and I mean, why they use goal line technology when you can clearly see it was over the line because Areola's well inside the goal to palm it, push it back out again. But then again, you say shortly afterwards, you should have had a second. And as you said, the Wissa one, again, what was shocking to see in how the link-up play with him and Damsgaard, basically kind of walked through him as if they weren't there. And okay, he was flagged offside, but yeah, shock. I mean, there's certain players from West Ham that wasn't great, not great at all in that. Yeah, you got us next week, Luca. Big up to yourself as well, mate.
Yeah,
I mean, it was quite interesting because for me, we Paqueta, we've had 2 weeks off, just like Brentford have 2 weeks off, and you just have to wonder, did we actually have 2 weeks off? Because it seemed like we was at the beach for them 2 weeks because the fitness wise, we didn't nothing. It was a poor West Ham performance in the first half.
Mm. It was. You were a lot better in the second half, though. I thought you really did come into it in the second half.
True. I think give Potter his dues. He actually did make changes and all for it. I mean, there were certain players that weren't doing it. Ferguson, obviously first time seeing him coming on, had quite a bit of energy about him. Skulls. Now we know this kid. He's got a chance to become quite good for West Ham. I think he's going to probably be a replacement for Cresswell and Emerson, the way things are going, because obviously I think both of them are going to be moving on for next season. And it was needed. It was definitely needed. And the only thing we couldn't do was score. I mean, like you mentioned about Kudos being played through and just over the crossbar, and then Skulls near the end, and doing a good old defender's clearance for a goal, basically. Other than that, it was well deserved 3 points for Brentford.
I did think you were still in it. Certainly for that second half, and okay, if those other 2 goals we had were allowed, it probably might have been different. But we were kind of almost a bit hanging on again at one stage, so it wasn't all us.
Yep.
So, the first half we were brilliant and deserved it for that, maybe. But I'm quite happy to get a 1-0 though. Come away with a 1-0, and it's a clean sheet for Flecken, which is a rarity.
Yeah,
really.
He kept you in it as well, didn't he? He pulled off. Your defence was quite resolute and protected Flecken quite a lot, which is good. That's what you want to see from your defence. But it's just the fact of both teams. If you look at the form, it was even. We both had losses, a draws, and a win, so it was even Stevens in that respects. So this was for both teams a must win. I mean, someone said yesterday, what was it now? Oh yeah. Both teams don't really need to worry about the points, and it's like, well, yes, we do. We do worry about the points. We do need the points.
Of course,
for West Ham especially, because we're sitting 16th currently, and it has. That's a hard one to take, Steve, at the moment.
I bet, mate. I bet, yeah. But I mean, we sort of needed them because we're trying to get into the top half. That's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to get Europe again. Well, try and get Europe, which we nearly had a couple, 2 or 3 seasons ago. We nearly got it, but I think that'd be great if we could somehow get into Europe. I'm not sure it's going to happen this season. I'd just love to finish maybe 9th or 10th. I think that'd be a great finish for us. If we can finish there.
Yeah,
so. Especially after last season where he was nearly in the relegation zone. So it was a poor season for us last season. But I think at times we've looked great. I mean, we've, entertained at home. We've scored plenty of goals. But, we have conceded a few as well. But I just think, our home form's dipped. I don't know what's happened there because we seem to be losing more there now. I don't know what's going on, and now we're winning away. So it's all flip flopped, isn't it?
It's true, mate. It is.
Yeah. So, and we got Leicester next. You'd think we should get 3 points there. You would think that against Leicester. So it's their pretty poor. So although I thought actually yesterday, I thought they actually had a good performance yesterday, Leicester, but. Still lost.
Yeah, they didn't have a good account for themselves, but it's as you know full well, mate. You've got do it for 90 minutes. Otherwise, you allow the other team in. And I think for Arsenal's point of view, it wasn't exactly their best performance, not by a long shot. I think they were quite dreadful in spells. But to get their 2 goals, it's given them a comfort zone. And, obviously Liverpool winning today, obviously it's basically kind of broken, 7 points again. The gap between them and Arsenal. So it's quite close in that respect. But yeah, it wasn't a great one. And Leicester, like I said, the interesting thing there is Van Nistelrooy. I don't know. It's the bounce has gone in it. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it. If they survive this, it'd be a miracle, I think. So you've got a very good chance of getting something out of them. And I think we've got them coming up as well, I believe.
Yeah, probably won't be far away, will it?
Nah.
Yeah, so we got Leicester. So I think we should get 3 points there. Well, the way our away form's going, we should. But yeah, I'm happy after somehow we lost to Spuds at home, which I couldn't believe. How the hell that happened? Which I told you, mate. It's our home form. It's fucking dipped, isn't it?
Yeah, weird.
But
we're just getting over, because excuse me. The problem we've got, obviously, and you can't really blame Potter for it, is the fact of he's got to pick up the mess of what's been left behind from Lopetegui, and that's been the hardest thing. That's cost us quite a lot.
Yeah,
the amount of games we've lost, and that's why we're in the position where we are. I mean, when you think about it, what's it now? Minus 18 now, goal difference.
Don't look good there, but I mean, you've got to be happier with the way it is now. At least you got rid of Lopetegui and all that, and you got Potter, and he's a better manager. Let's be honest, he's a better manager.
Oh God, yeah.
And he's going to take you up somewhere.
It's going to take a while. I agree on that, Steve. It will take a while, but what kind of came out of it yesterday was, why didn't he start with that team in the first half rather than making changes? Ferguson should have started because he didn't look like he was out of sorts. I mean, Paqueta's just come back and he puts him in straight away. Shouldn't have put him in there. Kudos. He's annoying a lot of West Ham people at the moment. The way he's playing, there's a problem there with him, and Potter needs to address that. So really, I think for me, I'll drop the pair of them. Sorry, Steve.
You have got some good players there, though, Tone. I'll tell you, they are good players.
We have got some good players. It's just the fact that some of them are not playing to their ability. Edson Alvarez for one. I mean, be a defensive midfielder. Don't think you're an attacking midfielder because you're better playing in defence. Because if you can do that, that holds it well. Because the problem is you've got him and Souček very similar. So they're both doing exactly the same thing, which then exposes your team by doing, when you've got two playing the same way. I mean, the first half, it was supposed to be 4-2-3-1, but I had no idea as it went on that half because players were all over the place. Kudos was going over to, from being up top to the right to the left. You had Wan-Bissaka, who's right back, going over to the left to defend. And it's like, hold on, why are we doing things like that?
Yeah, it don't make sense, no. But that is strange, but there you go. I think he will. I think he will go up. I mean, go up further again. I think next season is going to be the main one under Potter. I think, he's going to. He's got a season with you. You're probably bringing more players as well. There might be some going out as well, and I'm sure he get his proper team in what he wants, part of there. So, because he weren't going to get Chelsea. He's got an he didn't have time at Chelsea.
Well, I think that was the wrong choice. He should never have gone there in the first place.
No.
I don't know why he thought he was going to do a job there. Players dictate more than anything else than that, and you've got an owner that likes to change players and managers like the wind. So it was a wrong choice for him, and you can tell how bad it was because you can see him age, how much stress it must have put him under. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see some changes. I think we'll get some players shipped out during the window, get some of his players in, and hopefully from there we'll see a change. I mean, like I see a bit you're putting the substitutions on the screen there. The one thing that's baffling a lot of us, and definitely me, is this young kid, Lewis Gilherme, because he literally brings him on. Yeah. You just had him there. Go back down again, Steve. If you look on the left-hand side, your substitutions you had on the left-hand side part, you see Mavropanos came off.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it now? Keep going. I think it's more on the left. Yes, it's coming up now. There it is there.
Yeah.
There. Now, this kid, I don't know what's going on there, but it seems to be 87th minute, or near enough the 87th minute, he brings him on. Gives him 3 minutes to try and change a game. You know, the kid's young. He's, 19? We paid £25 million for him. And he has literally had a couple of hours on the pitch.
Yeah. So it's not enough. Not enough. No. Definitely not enough.
And he's supposed to be the next best thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to play him if these are your best sort of younger players coming through and whatever. So, I mean, really should be playing them. But yeah, so what do you think of it? The game overall? I mean, really that second half, you probably could have been level, couldn't you? Do you feel?
Could have, yeah. I think you're right. We could have been level. I think the main thing I think you want to see, and it probably goes for you as well, Steve. If you had a poor first half, you like to think they're going to come out in the second half and at least give it a go. And I think we can at least say that West Ham did try and give it a go. So he's either given them a rocket at half time, which they deserved. They've listened and they've gone out and he made the changes, and it worked. It seemed to have worked. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, look at that there. I mean, we had corners. We had about, I think it was about 9 corners to your 2, but we couldn't. Considering we've got some big players as well, we just couldn't capitalise on there. Your players beat us every single time, and that's even with Jane Ward-Prowse going on as well. He was beaten every single time.
Well, it
was good. It was good. Say the second half was better than the first half. At least the players actually kind of gave the West Ham fans something to kind of talk about, at least, because they did put some effort in, but they should have done that from the off. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we didn't sort of wallop you in the end, so you can't be too disappointed. And it's only 1-0, isn't it? And I think you'll do better. You're going to get, well, who is it you got next? West Ham? Is it Arsenal?
Arsenal.
Well,
yes.
Yeah. But then again, I still think they can be got at. I don't think they're invincible or anything. I mean, Leicester. I think
they were poor.
I thought Leicester could have scored in that against them, really. So
yeah. Just unlucky. I mean, Arsenal looked very poor. And obviously now they're saying they've got the new striker in, what's his name, Marino. Because we got 2, didn't we? Because we got Arsenal, we got Leicester as well. And then we're away to the Emirates, and then we've got 2 home games, basically Leicester and then Newcastle. Going into March. Well,
Leicester's winnable, that's for sure. Maybe even Newcastle. They lost, didn't they? I mean, I was surprised by that, but they got demolished by City. But I mean, because City, really aren't the best at the moment, but yet they still, won at Newcastle. Mamouche with a hat trick, of course.
I didn't see that coming, I must admit. I thought Newcastle would have given them a game.
Yeah.
But the one we've got to watch out for, Steve, is the 15th of March.
Yeah.
when we go to Goodison Park
Ooh. Yeah.
and play
Everton.
Everton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Return
Well,
to the Moyes.
of course. Yeah.
Return to David Moyes.
And Moyes is back in town. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
that should be interesting, mate. But yeah, what I generally do here as well, I do the player ratings, mate, and I'll do mine ones. But do you want to do yours first? Go through yours
Yeah,
first.
can do, mate. Yeah, can do.
Ariola, what do you make of him? Yes,
I mean, Ariola and that. I mean, you know, I think the problem with that, he wasn't exactly kind of helped out by his defence. So I can only really on Ariola and that. I'll give him a 6.
right. Well, you only conceded 1. I suppose you'd say 3 if they were, but those other 2, I think, were inches in it. I don't. It was close to being allowed. I think should be onside, but
yeah, agree on that.
But still, you know, we won. I mean, but one Basaka, what do you make of him yesterday, mate?
At least he tried in that. So for Wan-Bissaka and that, I'd give him, you know, out of all of it, I'd give him an 8 because out of all of them, he tried.
Yeah, he's a great one of your best players, I think, because you got him from obviously from United, and I thought at times he looked great there, but I think he's somewhere at West Ham he's looked even better. I think he's got better at West Ham.
Yeah, I agree on that. I do agree on that.
Because he's got like pace as well, hasn't he? And I mean, I think he could get in that England team. Do you reckon? Do you think he could get in there? England team?
Got a chance to, mate. I mean, obviously, Tuchel's been to a couple of, you know, been some games, and I know he's been looking. So you never know, mate. He's been looking at quite a few players.
Yeah. I think he's got a great chance. And Emerson, what do you make of him? Emerson.
With Emerson, again, I think with that, he did okay. There was a link-up play with Sola, but it didn't work at all. So unfortunately, I can only give him a 6 as well.
All right. Well, it's not bad. Obviously, Souček, he got booked.
Souček, well, got himself booked for a clumsy challenge, and it was a toss-up between him and Alvarez who was going to get booked first. So that had to be Souček. So Souček, I'll give him a 7.
Right. Mavropanos, who is not really that great, is he?
Mavroponi. Yeah, Mavroponi. So with him and that, unfortunately, you know, he did a couple of saves. Of course, he was a fault for the first one and that, so he gets a 5.
Yeah. But a bit lucky to get that. You're a bit generous there, Tone, I think.
I was, mate. You know, got to consider he needs that little bit of confidence still, Steve. But yeah, 5 for me.
Yeah, Kilman is another one I rated, and I thought he got a good buy there, and I think he could be another. Is he another England? Could be another England international. But what do you think of him?
I mean, he's improved. I mean, there was a stage where I did criticise him because he looks like he looked lost. He's kind of found a bit of form again now, and with Potter coming in, wasn't exactly his best game yesterday. You know, there's a lot more he could have done, especially with the defending as well. So for me, that's a 6 in that as well.
Right. Bowen was pretty outstanding again. Would you say he's had a great game?
Yeah, Bowen. You know, Bowen was good. The only problem sometimes with Bowen, it's delivering the ball at the right time. So I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, because I remember him he got a hat-trick against us. I think it was last year, wasn't it? Last season, I mean.
Yeah.
And 4-2. I think it was the 4-2. He got a hat-trick. Terrorised us that day. Did. But he's class player. Really class. And Alvarez, what do you make of him?
Yeah, it's too slow yesterday. So for him, he gets a 6.
Yeah, so not his best game. What about Pacquiao? It could be another class player. Great.
Should be a lot better than what he is. I think, there's a lot more in the tank that he should be giving. And he tried to create things, but the worst part about it was, we're wearing claret and blue, you're wearing, that pink top, and he passes straight to you, and then he throws his arms up in the air and he says to the other players, "It's your fault." And it's like, hold on. You've actually looked down the line. You've seen Wissa there. In this case of here, mate, I'm going to give you the ball. It was one of those. So yeah, not his best game. So I'll give him a 7. I'm just being generous on that one.
Yeah, but yeah. So another class one is Kudos, and not performing exactly at the moment, is he? Would you say, mate?
He's not, mate. He's not. There's definitely something underlying there. If the player wants that, fair enough. But if you want to move on, then you've got to sell yourself. You're not just going to go and get big money if you're putting in performances like that. Trying too much with the ball. Doesn't like to track back. If he loses the ball, he'll definitely just watch it. The player run away with the ball itself. So yeah, very poor from Kudos lately, and that's not just one game. That's been a consistency of poor performances from him at the moment. So unfortunately, he falls into the same, one with Mavroponi. So I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah, it's a shame because he's quality baller, but just not doing it.
That's it. He needs to be better. Simple as that. It needs to be better.
Yeah, so
Now, you can't really, in certain respects, blame him. Putting him out in the wing is not the position for him. He shouldn't be out in the wing at all, really. Needs to be in the middle of the park. That's where that's where his strength is. So I'll be generous and give him a 6.
Yeah, I think he's not a bad player generally. What I've seen of him, so looks fairly good. But yeah, and of course the subs, Ferguson came on for Soler. 1-8 Ferguson.
Yeah,
We could have had him.
The first thing he's doing there, he's setting up a ball for Kudos, and as we said, he misses it completely. But the kid came on and he put himself about. So you can't fault something like that. At least he was trying, and to G the players up. That's what you want to see in a player. Doesn't matter if he's only on loan. If he comes in with them kind of performances and that, you got to think yourself, okay, we'll have that. That's nice, tidy. So with Ferguson, yeah, I'll give him a 7 in that respects.
Right, yeah, I rate him. I think he's class. I think I just wish we could have got him really, but I think you got a good buy there. He's only on loan, isn't he? So I don't know if you'll get him.
Yeah, he's on loan. No, it's a loan with no option. So it'll be interesting what's going to come to that one. If he likes it there, maybe he'll try and force it himself. Who knows? We'll see.
Or maybe we might go in for him, mate. Let's get away from you, isn't it?
Yeah, you never know. You never know, mate. Yeah, you never know.
Other teams, they still are players. The ones we try to get, enough times.
Yeah.
Look at Spurs. I mean, I hope they lost. No, I think they were 1-0 up, weren't they? Today, weren't they?
They were 1-0 up, and I was watching it before we stopped. I came on with you, mate, and oh dear, both teams shocking, absolutely shocking. And our Spurs managed to nick that. As it finished, let me just have a quick look. Yep, and that's how it stayed. 1-0. So where's that? So they're just behind you, and you're 4 points clear.
Yeah.
Man United are just above us. See, Man United 15th.
Yeah, we're still above all of you at the moment, just about.
Yes, yeah, mate. Yep.
I think we can,
Yeah,
and we can top 10. That'd be amazing, mate. You know, really will be. But yeah, getting back to this, is it Scarless? His name, Scarless.
Skulls.
Skull. Yeah,
Skulls.
youngster.
Yeah. So Skulls, yeah. Definitely, you know, one of our academy players breaking through, and it's nice to see Potter actually playing youth. And this kid has got no fear. So I'm going to give him a 6, being that he's one of the younger players. But yeah, he's definitely one for the future, mate. He's he'll cement himself in the first team with no worries. Got quite a mature attitude about himself. Defends really well, and also can push up as well. So it's nice. We've got a good opportunity with this kid.
Oh, he's from your youth academy, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you got a good one there, Tony. Your academy. He really produces
Yes,
them,
mate.
you know.
The return of the Ward Prowse.
Sorry, mate. Go on. Sorry.
The return of the Ward Prowse. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say from the other scale to the 30-year-old Ward Prowse.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It was good to hear Potter Turner say he couldn't understand why Ward Prowse was loaned out in the first place. He kind of classed it as being criminal, really. And it was good to see him come on. The fans give him a little bit of a cheer as he came back on, and straight away we could see the difference in the corners and the free kicks, and that's what he's there for. And if he had scored yesterday, he would have set a record as well. But unfortunately, wasn't to be. And then last but not least, Mr. Lewis Gilherme. And so this is the young kid, like I said to you, this bloke can't buy a game for love nor money. Under Lopetegui, under Potter, he's only getting bare time, minutes, if that. And you can't prove nothing in that. I don't care how good you are. You're not going to change the game around in 3 to 5 minutes. And it's a bit unfair on this kid. All right, could be a language barrier, could be the fact of he's unsettled, coming from Brazil. But there's something, you can see there's something about him. He's a trier. He will give it a go. So can only give him a 6 because can't give him much else than that, really.
Well, I'm sure he'll get better and all that. So who's your actual man of the match there then, Tony?
So from a West Ham point of view in there, it'll be Wan-Bissaka.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because you gave him the most, didn't you? 8, I think. You gave him,
8 give him, mate, yeah. Because he was trying to do things. Yeah. Other than that, mate.
His quality. So now I'm going to go through mine, Tone. And, Flecken, I'm actually not going to knock him today because he got a clean sheet as well. And he actually had a decent performance for a change. So I'm going to give him a 7. I'm not going to give him higher than that, but I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he done fairly well. Didn't really make any mistakes that like he generally does at times, but I thought that was good this time. So 7. Aya does well, plays all along the back 4, of course, along the line and shores it up a bit more, I think. A bit more solid within there as well. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Aya. Lewis Potter, I thought he's done all right at this new position. It's not really his position, left wing back, exactly. But I think he's sort of, flourishing a bit. He's doing fairly well there. So I'm going to give him an 8 actually, because I think he does things there as well, and he goes forward well still on the left. So I think
he got involved in near the end. He got himself involved in some few little scuffles with West Ham players and managed to get a couple of free kicks out of it. Even though it didn't look like he threw himself to the ground a couple of times, but he didn't have a bad game. I agree on that, Steve.
I think he's doing his best form, mate, since he's been here. I think he's been really good. So I'm glad. Good to see. But the rest of the defence, Collins, I think has had an amazing season for us. He's been immense for us at the back.
Yeah.
In quality. And I'm going to give him an 8 as well. I think he's been brilliant again. And looked good again in this one. So definitely an 8 for me. I think it's Vandenberg's one of his best games as well, because sometimes he looks dodgy. I don't know what it is. He either looks really great or looks really shit. And, he's composed on the ball, whatever. And he made that clearance off the line as well. So, unfortunately, I think he went off injured. That's the only thing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah, he went off injured.
But I'm going to give him an 8 as well, because I thought he was really good in this game. So definitely an 8 for me. And let's get into the midfield. And Norgard, well, I think, well, he's amazing. Norgard, I rate him. He's class. He's, generally great for us. Don't always generally have a bad game. It's most of the time he's really great. And I think he's really good again in this. So an 8 as well for me here. I think he's really good. So, and obviously Damsgaard got booked, but I thought he had a great game again. He's been the best I've seen him since he's been here as well this season. He's having a hell of a season. I mean, teams are after him, he's been that good. So I'll give him an 8 as well. This is going to be really tough. I'm going to give man of the match, to be honest. But they all perform really well, I think. And who else? So we go to Mbomo. Yeah, go to Mbomo, who I think pretty good again. Pretty good. He rarely has a bad game, but when he does, he disappears, and that's not good. He's not. I think where's that one? Spurs. I think he sort of disappeared there at the GTEC a bit. Not quite his best, but he is quality, as we know. And again, another one a lot of teams want. So we're going to do well to keep hold of him, Tone, I think.
I'll take him, Steve. Definitely take him.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you would. A lot of teams will, mate. A lot of teams will. But we've got to keep hold of him somehow. I hope he extends his contract in the summer. I don't want him going. I really don't. But if he does, he does. There ain't a lot we can do. But we want big money for him if he does. We want, more than 50, I would say. I would say we'd take around 60, 70, I'd say, for him. He's that good, I reckon, He should be that. And Wissa, I thought, had a really good game again. Scored 2 goals offside, of course, but I thought he was really good, and a lot of teams after him as well. So Forest were trying to get him, weren't they, at one stage and all that. So I think an 8 for him as well. But Schade, you know what? I think this guy can be amazing. He's got a lot of raw pace, Kevin Schade. He can be great. He can be a bit, average sometimes where he don't get in the game. But when he does, he can be amazing. He got that hat-trick against Leicester, of course, at the GTEC. And here he got the vital goal, the important goal. And I think for that as well, I'm going to give him man of the match. I'm going to give him a 9. Because I just thought he...
Agree on that.
Yeah. I thought he had a great
throw as well, Steve. He's got a great throw as well. He's got a good old throw on him as well, throwing.
Oh, throwing, yeah. Throwing, yeah. We got a few with long throws, in that team now. There's so many that can, got a long throw on them. Jensen, him, Coyote, now a new signing. He's got a long throw as well. There's quite a few. So, but yeah, he is quality. And Konak, who never seems to play. We have him on the bench and he never seems to play for some reason. I'd like to see more what this player can do, but he don't get a game. I don't know why. Coyote, yeah, of course, came on. Only for a little while. I can't really give him much of anything. Can't really give him much. Not going to mark him. It's only on for a little while. But I think he is a quality player. What I see the other day when he came on against Spurs, so he looks good and a good right back. I mean, because we got rid of Rawsleff, of course, which was good, and now we got him in. So we're better at the right back now. We actually got a decent right back. So Maghoma didn't play Jensen, of course. Well, I rate Jensen, always have quality. Going to give him a 7. Carvalho. No, I don't know what to make of this guy, mate. I don't know. He don't do a lot. He got 2 goals when he's been here, but quality he's got, he ain't done nothing. I'm only going to give him about a 5. I think we're lucky to get 4 actually. Give him a 4. Don't think he was great at all. But no, sorry, Tone. If he ain't performing, ain't doing it, I can't give him a big mark, mate.
Fair enough.
Pinnock, I'm glad he's back. He's rock at the back. He can be for us. He's quality. Great defender. And but then again, he only had a few minutes. But I'll give him a 5 anyway. Coming on there. Valdemarson didn't play me. And Yarmuluk. No one will rate Yarmuluk. Another good young player. I'll give him a 6, actually. He done a few things when he came on. So, yeah, man of the match for the Schade, though. Smooth operator, mate. He's got man of the match.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, mate, that's obviously it. You got anything much coming up? You got the Sunday night takeaway. I believe that's coming up later.
Tonight and then should be I may be jumping on with the Bowling Lounge for his reaction show that he does on a Tuesday. Wednesday should be the good, the bad, and the ugly. Me, Fuzzy, and Anthony, and then on Thursday is me and Budgie for the West Ham review, where we'll talk about the game and obviously upcoming fixtures and any news going on in our club, basically. So that's normally a good one. And plus, we do a thing called Green Street Elites, where we look at old West Ham players. And this one is going to be a special one because when we did the show on Thursday, we found out that Ronnie Ticker Boyce had passed away. So it's going to be fitting for him, the one we do on Thursday night next week.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. That's bad. That's sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you got any? Can you shout your socials out there, Tone, as well? Where you can all find
so
you?
basically, yes, as you see my name, Early Doors Football TV. You can find me on X, Insta, TikTok, and obviously on YouTube, Early Doors Football TV.
Oh, brilliant, mate! Brilliant.
And as always, Steve, thank you very much for inviting me on.
Yeah, no worries, mate. You're welcome on any time. You know you are. And obviously like to come on yours again at some stage. That'd be great.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Sure. Brilliant. So I'll try and watch it later if I can, the Sunday night takeaway. That's on at 8, isn't it? Is it 8?
Yes, 8 o'clock, yeah. Yeah.
8 o'clock, yeah. Yeah, I'll try and watch that, mate, and do a lot of your other stuff if I can. But it's very difficult to get, I've got my own channel to sort out and then go around all the others. It's quite tough, isn't it? But so many great channels about and great content. So, follow this man. He's brilliant channel. On the road to 900, I see. Yeah, I'm sure you'll get that. No problem.
Thank you, mate.
And obviously follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and Mr. B Higher Football Chat, Mr. B Chats England Cricket. And it's been a great show.
Let's get Steve subs up. He needs to do that. He's put some good stuff in, does some hard work. Let's get so we can get some subs as well.
Well, cheers, bro. Yeah, I'm on 112 still. It's taken a while to go up, but hopefully soon it will go back up. Would be great. I don't really do it for the subs anyway, Tone. It's not really about that for me. It's about the love of doing it, the stream. So I'm sure it is for you as well. You love doing it,
Same thing, mate. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, it's about the enjoyment factor and people, interacting with you in the chat. That's the other thing as well. That's what you look out for. That's what you like doing anyway.
Only really had Luca in there tonight, but about it. But we do have more. There is more generally. I have more in here. So I'm doing the buzz tomorrow. So that's on about I think
That's a good one you
6,
do.
5, something like that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do kind of catch it just before I'm leaving work, so I get to see a little bit of it just before I leave work, basically.
Yeah, when you are available, you can come on, mate. You're welcome on, to do that. And, we do talk about the games and all the shit referee decisions and stuff like that, VAR and everything. So go into everything, mate. So, yeah, it's a great show. But yeah, thanks to everyone that has watched and watched them playback or live and, and thanks to you again, Tony, and thanks to you all again. And for the time being, we are out of here. We are bouncing. Cheers, guys.
Take care, everyone.
Cheers.